How we doing, guys? Sunday afternoon here. A quick video for you, just checking in from cities and suburbs. Yes, getting our game on today. All right. It is January 9th, 2022. We made it. Can you believe it? I can believe it. Check one. All right. So we're off and rolling here. Just wanted to say hello to all my peeps out there and do a little update for you here in the Central Mass area. You heard the nice happy music in the background. It should be playing horror music right now for what we're going through with this COVID virus. Just won't go away. It seems to be jumping around and turning into many things that we never expected it. Remember, 2 years ago, it'll be 2 years in March coming up. We thought it would just be 2 weeks where we would flatten the curve, and and I'd like to get back on to, and maybe I can get back to talking about not how crappy our cities are, but they certainly could be a lot better. But we're gonna keep coming up with different episodes. But right now, I'm just addressing the elephant in the room, because I was speaking with someone the other day, and I was laying down some facts and some stats about COVID locally, and a few people said they'd just given up listening, which is kind of a bummer, and so I felt kind of an obligation to kind of come in here today, just real quick, because our beloved Patriots got the last game of the season, the first year with 17 games schedule, which is, we'll figure out that some other time. But right now, it looks like a COVID update. This is as of Friday. It looks like total amount of cases since this silliness began is 26,187. There's been 55 additional new deaths. Now, this is a report as of Friday, so that's the 7th. It looks like the positivity rate has gone from exponential, man. I mean, it's right now the positivity rate for the Omicron is 23.02%. But in the state of Massachusetts, there have been 5,114,885 people who are vaccinated. Now, I'm not saying that's a booster or whatever, but that's pretty much. I mean, we're a state of about 7 million people. So, Eric Dickerson, who is a doctor at UMass, and he's been out at the front line. I mean, there's a medical doctor out there swabbing away. They have about 1,000, now this is UMass Memorial, has about 1,000 vacant positions, frontline positions. And they have 500 people that are out sick. The National Guard is in, doing whatever they can, whether it's patient transport, working in the cafeteria, which I think is very admirable, And I'm also looking at, a lot of the National Guard guys, and I'm wondering, I wonder if these guys are jabbed, I did see one National Guardsman wearing a cloth mask when he was being interviewed, because CNN was in Worcester, and they're the ones that did a series on Central Massachusetts. It looks like hospitals are maxed out, at least, with 115% full. There's no open rooms. People are in the hallways. The COVID effect locally, and probably if you're even in West Virginia right now, you know how this is going. We'll see, it's just spreading. It's just spreading. So, and it's got a faster surge. It's a desperate virus. It's a bastard virus. It wants to live. Well, it's not a bastard virus, because technically it does have a mom and dad somewhere. Maybe not here, but who knows? But the effect on society has been police and fire and staffing suffers as well. Worcester roads weren't getting plowed the other day because the Worcester Department of Public Works are overwhelmed. The Worcester Public Library has gone back to virtual programming. City Hall, many city halls throughout the state of Massachusetts are by appointment only. So call ahead if you need to go to the Register of Deeds, or if you need to get a marriage license, or call ahead. Worcester's website, again, is pretty tough to navigate sometimes. It took me a little while to find some things, particularly last week that I believe every Thursday, the city manager of Worcester and the mayor and Dr. Michael Hirsch will be doing press conferences around 4 o'clock. Kind of hard to find unless you can find their Facebook page. And they're giving you the ABCs of what's going on. Hanover Theaters postponed shows. So how are you guys thinking about this? Are we going forward? Are we moving backward? Are you scared? Are you not going out? Do you feel like we're back in 2021 mode? I do, in a sense, where I've seen the roads this week, driving back and forth to work, seemed a little bit quieter. Again, we have people that have never returned to in-person employment. Everything's by remote. But how are you guys doing? I mean, it seems like the employers that I know are still struggling to get frontline service help. That's your hotel, your motel, your sandwich makers, dishwashers. There's a lot of reasons why those jobs and those jobs have been going through the whole thing. Whether it's Amazon, who just dropped off a package, whether it's your takeout at the Pub 99, whatever it would be. Those dudes have been through this whole thing, and are they essential? Well, and we got this spitting match going between it probably depends on the state, but here in Massachusetts, it's with the teachers, we have Dr. Fauci saying the schools are just as safe as, it's worse for the kids to be at home learning than for them to be in the classroom, or something like that. I'm paraphrasing. Again, the mixed message thing, but teachers have a point. I will say this: teachers, frontline workers, even people at hospitals, Army, Navy, Air Corps, whatever it is, Air Force, Marines, get vaccinated. Just get vaccinated. I mean, Joe Biden had called this the unvaccinated virus. The people who are, something like that people who are unvaccinated, that's the reason why the Omicron is still going around. That may have some truth to it, but that's, there is no proof to that, but there is the local hospitals in Worcester, the people who are really, it's fatal to, even the Omicron, people who are unvaccinated and probably compromised in another way. Where autoimmune system is fighting a front already, and all of a sudden this invader comes in and doesn't know what to do with it. But I would say the smartest thing, the wisest thing, all things being equal, the most obvious choice is usually the answer, and get a vaccine and get the booster. And God knows most of the folks I know and myself, we've done what we could, and so I saw Marty Walsh, Secretary of Labor now. Will he come back and run for mayor of Boston? Mayor of Boston, governor of Massachusetts. He already did the latter, or was the latter. We'll see. I listened to him, such a Boston guy, but this Building Back Better, and such politicians here. This is why I started this channel to begin with. You know, pathways, building back better. We need to create better pathways for the Black and brown communities, and more job training and workforce development. Equity has to be at the forefront of our recovery of building back better. Guys, when the government says we're going to provide job training, there's never a job afterwards. They're checking boxes. So this whole building back better, whatever Joe Manchin's doing, whatever, folks my age and older have been hearing this for a long time. And you drive through our inner cities, particularly Worcester, we're in a renaissance, we're on this, I don't know how you can have a renaissance without having a gilded age or a golden age, whatever it would be. And I don't know when that was, Worcester. That was in the 40s, I think. But the Renaissance does not affect everyone. There's a complex that's going to be built in Worcester for people. It's going to be affordable housing because they need that. I think it's for folks that are over 55. So there's a lot of things going on right now with with getting people back to work and quality jobs, paying people the proper wages that they should be and paid, and also dealing with all this crap that's going on right now with Omicron. And will there be another variant? Yes, there'll be another variant. It's a different strain with the influenza virus every year. We know that, guys. Right now, my question to you, do you feel like we're going backwards? How are you guys doing in your community? And, I don't know about you, but this year I made sure I tipped a little bit more to some of those in-person people that are working in whether it's the food industry or whatever. I pay a little more attention to them with my Washingtons, But I don't know, guys. Right now I'm going to, hopefully it's the last game for the Patriots. I hope you guys, at least enjoy the little things, right? I don't think the Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl, but it's a weird year in football anyway. But we'll figure that out, guys. And in the meantime, post your thoughts down below. And let's try to get through this one day at a time, guys. All right? Take care. Kenny B. Quick video from Seasoned Suburbs. Take care. Ciao.